Hi, I'm Bob Gallagher, the mayor of the city of Bettendorf, Iowa. Today is Friday, July 8th, 2022. Welcome to our TBK Bank Sports Complex development area here called the Plex. Right behind me, you'll see the intersection of Middle Road and Forest Grove Drive. We've got some construction to talk to you about that's coming up this year. I know, and when nobody really likes it, but it's really important in this area. There's a lot of cool stuff happening with not only what's already here, but the plans for phase 2 across the street here. It's going to be a wonderful development. So we're going to have to get these streets brought back up to par so we can get through here more safely and more efficiently. Jeff Ryder, our Director of Economic Development, is here with us. Jeff, talk to me about the project that necessitated some of these upgrades in the streets and the sewers, this work you see going on behind us.
Yeah, certainly. Thank you, Your Honor. First and foremost, much like when MetroNet came back here a couple years ago and built out the city, there's a little bit of temporary pain, but the long-term goal and benefit is far going to exceed any temporary issues we have. The goal here this year is to start this construction of Forest Grove Road. As Brent, our engineer, will talk about, it's been contemplated for years. Go Bettendorf. It's where we want our business. That's correct. Certainly an exciting area here in Bettendorf, Your Honor. So what we want to do here is really get this area underway this year with the construction of Forest Grove Drive and then ultimately the roundabouts. As part of this as well, we're going to have a great pedestrian trail that's going to come online here in the future. The tight diamond interchange at Interstate 80, which is contemplated now in 2025. We're super excited. And I think Brent could talk to you about some of the construction timelines now.
Fantastic. So that's an overview of some of the project area. As you may have heard, TBK Bank Sports Complex Phase 2 across the street is going to be a $100 or so million project with new ball fields and a top golf type amenity. It's going to be awesome. But bringing that much traffic here certainly creates other issues.
Absolutely.
Our city engineer, Brent Morlock, is here to tell us a little bit about how we're going to handle those issues and the staging of the work that we're doing. Brent, welcome to the Mayor's Message.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, we're very excited about this project. We're actually scheduled to start construction a week from this coming Monday, so July 18th. Valley Construction is our contractor for what we're calling our Phase 3 project. That's going to be everything that we see behind us. That's 3 roundabouts, so that's a replacement at Championship in Forest Grove. It's at Forest Grove in Middle, and then to our north here at Competition Drive in Middle.
Perfect.
Most of our construction for this year, it is a 2-year construction project. It's a very large, almost $12 million construction project. The work for this year is going to center on some underground pipe work. So we've already done a little bit of work here.
Yep.
We've got a really deep sanitary sewer. We got about a 20-foot deep sewer that's got to be laid through here. That'll have to cross Middle Road and then parallel on the south side. And then our paving work is really going to focus west of Championship Drive.
So a little bit closer to Davenport, if you will, west
Exactly.
of town, or west of the TBK Bank and the Plex here, all this great business development. So that won't really affect people too bad this summer.
That won't be too bad. Yes. So we'll have some rolling lane closures. We may have some periodic full closures of Forest Grove, but we're going to try to do Friendship Drive, or Friendship Path, excuse me, that's on the west side of the project here. If we can do that in halves, then we can detour traffic from Forest Grove up onto Competition. Very short detour. Actually,
just up and around the parking lot, really.
Absolutely. Pushing more traffic actually to the businesses here. We hope they see some benefit of that. We know construction, as you said, it's going to be an inconvenience. But that's going to be 2022. But then 2023, we get into our big stage where we're rebuilding the main line of Forest Grove and Middle. We've got our roundabouts. As Jeff happened to mention, we've got dual 10-foot rec trails that are going through on both Forest Grove and Middle. We've got a pedestrian bridge potentially in 2024, 25. And actually, I had a kickoff meeting today with the Iowa DOT and their project managers for the I-80 Middle Road interchange. So we've got a lot of exciting things happening.
Yeah, the next 3 years in this area is going to be awesome, but it's going to be a little inconvenient. But we're going to tell you about those inconvenient spots, when and where it's going to happen at our website. Brent, tell us a little bit about the website and how that's set up, where we can find it, and what these folks can find on the website in terms of project staging and what you're going to be doing.
Yep, we've talked about that in a previous Mayor's Message, but as a reminder, it's forestgrovedrive.com. It is linked through the city's website, through our construction site. It's a standalone website dedicated simply to this project. We thought it was big enough and important enough
right on.
That we've been doing this all the way through design, and we're going to transition it kind of into a construction update page. So we're going to potentially have some taking the virtual flyover that we've done previously and maybe even routing our detours through that. So out-of-town guests, specifically for TBK, can find their way through the area. I would expect, and I'm going to push out the link to a lot of the business owners. We met with them a few weeks ago,
right.
See if they can link to that on their direct pages. again, for the out-of-town visitors and really anybody from the Quad Cities that might not be familiar with the area here once we go into some detours.
So sounds good. So if you're looking for any information about a detour or what you can expect here, hit that website. We'll put it on your screen, and you can always link to it through the City of Bettendorf website as well at bettendorf.org. Jeffrey?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I just wanted to emphasize, as our friend who drove by stated, this is a great place to do business. The TBK Bank Sports Complex that's here is now investing in that $100 million expansion across the street. Just for folks' edification, this facility hosted about 2.5 million people in 2021. So what we are doing here is an absolute necessity. And again, the temporary pain is going to be for a permanent, awesome facility and total amenity here. We've created a small city in North Bettendorf. And what we're doing now is really elaborating all of the great public infrastructure that's going to make this just one of a kind across our country.
Perfect. So get ready for the little bit of inconvenience. Check the website out for your detours. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great weekend.